Is Cholov Yisroel a Chumrah or an Halachah?
Okay, the idea of Cholov Yisroel appears already in the Gemara Chulin. We know the Gemara says that any milk that was milked by a non-Jew and it was not supervised by a Jew is forbidden to eat. That's a clear Gemara in Maseches Chulin. However, if a Jew supervises the milk, from the beginning of the milking, then that milk is considered Cholov Yisroel. It's supervised and it's okay. Question that appears is, what happens if a Jew is not actually there by the chaliva, not actually there by the milking, but is in a place that he knows that the guy doesn't have any non-kosher animals, and he's standing outside, and the guy has fear that the Jew could come in and bust him? Could we trust it then, yes or no? That's where the whole debate starts. That's where it begins. It's interesting, the Me'ir already writes that if a Yisrael is standing outside, and together with the fact that anything that the goy has, all the animals that the goy has are kosher, then you could trust it, the fact that the Yid is standing outside. Later on, the Achreinim, it's a debate among the Achreinim, if a goy is, as we said before, is milking it, not with a Jew actually being there, but knowing that there's a general supervision, knowing that the Yid will not, that the goy will not mix any non-kosher products with the milk. The main machlekes achreinim today is between the Pri Chodosh. The Pri Chodosh says that as long as we know in general there's a supervision, that should be okay. However, the Chassam Sofer speaks very, very sharp, and the Chassam Sofer says that we know for a fact that it's a gzeira, and gzeiras chachomim, we do not have the koyach of removing the gzeiras chachomim. That's the Chassam Sofer. The Achreinim of our times, yes, there were all kinds of heterim, especially in America, for using milk that's non-Cholov Yisroel milk, but was supervised by different, by the U.S., by the FDA, supervised by different types of supervision, general supervisions, and there were some heterim that were written about this concept of non-Cholov Yisroel. However, the Halachah says in Hilchas Aseres Yemei Tshuva, it says in Halachah Aseres Yemei Tshuva that even the people that are not careful the whole year of eating pas Yisroel, they call it pas palter, called professional bread that's not pas Yisroel. It's brought down in Shulchan Aruch that even those type of people that the whole year are not careful about it should be careful on Aseres Yemei Tshuva to have pas Yisroel. What's very interesting about that halacha, it doesn't say anything about Cholov Yisroel, and the reason is because based on Shulchan Aruch, it doesn't seem like the Shulchan Aruch knows about any heter throughout the whole year. Yes, pas palter, professional bread that's not pas Yisroel, there is a certain heter, but Cholov that's not Cholov Yisroel, it doesn't seem Shulchan Aruch knows about that heter. There were some later heterim, some later poskim that tried to bring it. All poskim that brought these heterim were only b'diavad, only in situations, only in places that you weren't able to get Cholov Yisroel. But a place that you could get Cholov Yisroel, that it's not hard to get Cholov Yisroel, obviously in those places, none of these heterim, including the heter of Reb Moshe Feinstein, do not apply in a place that you could get Cholov Yisroel. The last prat that I wanted to bring out is a very interesting booklet that came out called Piskei Dinim. Piskei Dinim was a booklet that was printed by Rabbi Greenglass Olav Shalom from Montreal. It was printed with the guidance of our Rebbe. It was printed Tov Shin Tezayin 1956. It's called Piskei Dinim Anigim Halachah L'Maaseh. He wrote it, and there's Hagoes from the Rebbe on this booklet. And this Piskei Dinim brings down Rabbi Greenglass Olav Shalom that obviously Cholov Yisroel is something that's noigeya benefesh. There's something that we don't use any heterim. Yes, he does write on the footnotes. He writes down the Pri Chodosh that some people are mekel, but he writes that it's obvious that it's nothing for us to compromise on. Even those heterim are in places that you can't get Cholov Yisroel, but it's something that you should not be doing because it's me'ikir adin Cholov Yisroel. In the bottom, there's a footnote that it brings down a maaseh, a very famous maaseh about somebody that had a son-in-law. and this son-in-law was a very chassidish son-in-law, and he started having major sfeikus in emunah. And this person took him to the Alter Rebbe. He was a chassid of Alter Rebbe. He brought him to Alter Rebbe, asking him, what should we do about my son-in-law's sfeikus be'emunah? It was causing a lot of tsar for the father-in-law and even for the son-in-law. Where did these sfeikus come in? And the Alter Rebbe said you should look very, very, very well. Maybe by mistake, somehow or another, he's eating or drinking cholov that's not Cholov Yisroel. When they found the problem that was in fact the way the Alter Rebbe said, he stopped with the cholov that wasn't Cholov Yisroel, and Baruch Hashem, all the sfeikus be'emunah were removed. So we know that this thing is neigea, not just regular, simple me'ikar adin halacha, but obviously when it comes to the idea of strengthening our emunah, strengthening our bind to the Eibishter, it is a very major and specific thing, Cholov Yisroel, not just for adults, not for children, but even for babies. As the Rebbe says, even they should be careful, the parents should be careful to give the babies only Cholov Yisroel.